Hello, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're not. My name is Lisa Slentz, and my channel name is Lisa's Paradise. And I thought I would have you guys get ready with me today. Now, look at all this gray hair. This is what COVID did. COVID did all this. OMG, look at that. So, anyways, we're going to get ready here and talk about some of the things that have been going on now that 2020 is over. So we'll be back. Okay, so today is Monday, I believe the 10th, and everybody in our house is feeling a lot better. And we all had COVID. My mom had it the worst. Her and I still have symptoms of no smell and no taste. Certain things I can taste, certain things I can barely smell. It's so strange and it's so awful because, you know, when you're sick, you just want comfort. You want a big hug of food. You can't taste it or smell it. So anyway, okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is a primer. And this stuff, I do not like it. I ordered this online through Kohl's actually, and it's kind of runny. I don't know. I guess because the first time I ever used primer, it was a thicker stuff, and maybe that's why I don't like it. I don't know, but I definitely will go back to what I had. And I'm trying to think what I had. I got it from the Ulta store. But anyway, I don't think I'm going anywhere today. I don't usually go anywhere. Not only because of the virus, but I have some of you guys that know me, you know that I've dealt with social anxiety. I had a wreck several years ago. A woman ran a red light and hit me. And it took only 4.5 years to get her to pay for the damage that was done on the car and everything else. And it was her fault. So now that we got that done, we can kind of move on. But I'm getting that social anxiety back again. And people around me don't understand. Like my mom, my husband, he says he does, but I know he doesn't. He just thinks I'm moody, and which I am, but that's beside the point. But with social anxiety, some of you guys may know, but there's no rhyme or reason, no way of controlling it. It's so frustrating because there's days I wake up and I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, my mom's going to the store today because she usually goes every other day or every couple days. And Jim takes her. So, and with this virus, that scares me too. But anyway, so usually she'll say, "You're coming with us, Lisa," and my mom. And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And we get into it because she thinks that because I have social anxiety, that I should get out there. Sorry, you guys, my mirror's right here. I should get out there and just push myself out there and do it. Now, this is a good example what happens when my anxiety creeps up. And a lot of it has to do with if I don't know or I can't plan, I can't get my mind ready for an activity that is out of the house. And I know it seems strange, but anyway, the other day I was in here cleaning in my room, and Jim came in. He said, you know, your mom's going to want you to go to Kohl's with her, and you should, you know, go ahead and go. And I told him, I said, I've already had this conversation. You guys just don't understand what it does to me. And so nothing else was said, but immediately my stomach started hurting real bad. I started gagging. I had to go get a stomach pill. I was shaking. Just talking about it makes me just anxious. And And a lot of it, I think, could be social media, all this stuff going on social media. So I've tried to pull back, but then I miss everybody because I want to talk to people. So anyway, within 15 minutes of him asking me or telling me that I need to go, I was on the bed sick, like sick. It physically makes me sick to know that I don't have a choice, which I did have a choice. And I know with social anxiety, you have to have boundaries. Everybody should have boundaries. But I have to kind of work through things on my own. That's what I'm trying to do now. But anyway, I just put on my foundation. And did I even show you guys what I used? It's Bye Foundation. And it does have the sunscreen in it. Now, I've used this brand for a while, but when I'd run out and I'd be at the drugstore, I'd grab something else. This is medium tan. It's a little darker than me, but I still like it. So, and then I'm going to use this foundation powder. I feel like the powder gives my face a smoother look. So let's see. And this didn't come with a pad. Oh, this is going to be contrary. So I just used one of my other ones, but I just put it all over. These dark places are from, I have autoimmune hepatitis, and it attacks, you know, what it's doing. It's taking the pigment out, or it's making my skin darker. I can't remember how it is. My brother has it, and his skin is like white, like white patches where there's no pigment in the skin. So, but anyway, everybody around me, my mom and Jim, we're all a lot better, other than the taste and the smell. And I have fatigue really bad, really bad. So some days I can't even get out of bed. I'm not going to show you guys my hair right now, because look, I got a diet. I got a new dye, I just don't want to do it yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but okay. So my favorite blush has kind of went kapooey. It's kind of flew the coop. And this is the LA Colors. Look at that. That was my favorite blush, and I've had it for years. I might be able to get a little bit more out of it. It's gonna be a cold day today in Columbus, Ohio. But what was that? Like glitter. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what happened the night the guy came in the house. The intruder, the video I just posted. So anyway, Jim and I had just went upstairs, and you know, it was New Year's Eve. So we went upstairs to watch TV. We was eating cheese and crackers, and it was like 10:45, somewhere around there. My mom actually was asleep on the couch close to the door, the front door, where you seen him come in and out. So not on a couch, on a bed. So anyway, he comes through the door, and first off, my mom was asleep. She didn't hear until the guy's hand let go with the screen door, and it hit. So she looks up and she's thinking, well, what's Jim doing out? Did him and Lisa go out or something? Did they get drunk? And of course, we never hardly ever drink. One drink every once in a while. But that night we told her, or that day we told her we may get drunk. We never get drunk. So anyways, this is the funny part. So she continues to watch him, and it's dark. The only thing that's lit up is a fish tank. And so the guy takes his coat off, like he lives here, and he walks over to her bed. Now, mind you, she's acting like she's asleep, but she's watching him, and he's over by her bed going like this, weaving. And she said she didn't say anything because she thought it was Jim, and she thought he was drinking, and she thought that if she said anything that he would just keep talking. So she just let him go. So he turned around, and we have like all our pets, the tortoise and everybody, in that mom's room because we're doing construction. So anyways, he turns around and he goes like he's going into the kitchen, and he just goes down. My mom said he just passed out. So in the meantime, my mom still thinks it's Jim, and she gets up and tries to go over top of him, and she's like cussing, "Damn you, Jim, you need to get up." So then she comes upstairs, but before she comes into our room, because we were in a master bedroom, Jim and I was sitting there talking, and all of a sudden we heard water running, and we're like, "What is that noise?" So Jim gets up and he goes right into the master bedroom, and he says, "It sounds like water running." I said, "Well, is there a leak in there?" So about that time, my door opens, my bedroom door opens, and it's my mom, and her eyes are all big, and she's like, "Lisa, get down there and get Jim. He's passed out downstairs." I said, "No, he's not." She said, "Yes, he is. Lisa, he's downstairs passed out. He's drunk." And I looked in the bathroom. I said, "Mom, he's right there." So Jim comes out of the bathroom. My mom goes, "Well, who the hell's downstairs?" Then my heart dropped. None of this was funny at the time. But what I thought was, oh my gosh, she probably took the wrong medicine and she's lost her mind. She's hallucinating. So I'm like, "Oh my God, Jim, somebody's in the house." So he is dressed and he goes down with the gun, and sure enough, the guy is down there. So needless to say, he was passed out and he was starting to wake up. I was on the phone with 911 for probably 20 minutes. It took him 20 minutes to get here. So the guy was starting to wake up and stuff, and the 911 operator, she kept saying, "Can you go down and check on him? Is he awake? Is he alive? Is he?" And I'm like, "Listen, I'm not going down there. My husband has a gun on him. It'll be okay. I'm not going down there." I was scared. So once the police came, of course, he left, but they found 3 bags of a white substance. So I'm not going to say, whether or not what it was, because I don't know. But apparently he thought it was his house, because if you look at the video, he drove or rode his bike up, put his bike on the porch like no other. But he went to jail, and thank God for Jim, because Jim would have been at work that night, but I asked him to stay home for New Year's, and of course he did, and thank goodness he did, because I'm not sure how we would have handled that. Not at all. But it was so funny that my mom thought it was Jim. And at one point she said the guy had a bald head, shaved head, and she said, "Lisa must have cut Jim's hair. His hair's really short." It was cracking me up. So we had to get some laugh out of it because it was scary. And then the next couple nights I was having nightmares about somebody coming in, but we have cameras, and we have the security camera and stuff, and it was just a fluke because we lock everything up. It's always checked triple times, double times, but this lets you know that you got to do it again and again and again. But what happened was we had a wreath on our door, and the storm door didn't open up to leave room for the door to shut. So when we pushed it, it was pushed and it was almost latched. And when he came, he kind of gave it a little push, like he went to turn it and it went turned. So he pushed it a little bit and it turned. So yeah, that's our fault. But so thankful it turned out the way it did. And then last night, did we go get pizza? Yes. We were pulling out of our complex. There was a bike coming with a flashing light. It had a bright flashing light on it. And there he was. So he was out of jail. And they asked us if we wanted to press charges for breaking and entering, but we're like, no, he's got enough problems, But I think he does work because he wears nice shoes and stuff. I think he probably does work, but he's just got an addiction. And anybody that's got an addiction, I feel very, very, very sorry for them, their family, because it just tears families apart. I mean, I know from experience with my son, and so anyway, I haven't done much. I put my blush on. Let's see. I did get a new eyeliner. This is by e.l.f. I've always used a liquid eyeliner because it wouldn't, I have like my eyelids, they come over, like when you go like that, they come over where your mascara and your eyeliner is, and it gets all over my eyelid. So I try to find the ones that don't smear, are kind of waterproof. And this one seems to be pretty good. This one's by e.l.f. No Budge retractable eyeliner. Now I did get a new one from Etsy. That's definitely not it. I'm trying to find it. I got this mascara by Etsy. I'm not sure if I like it because it's got this big old ball on the end. I'm not sure if I like that. But anyway, I'll have to find the eyeliner. Maybe this is it. That's probably not it. This is the eyeliner that I always use, cat eye liner. And it's a liquid. You see it's almost out. But when I would see these at Walgreens, I would buy them up because it's almost like, trying to think of, it feels almost like vinyl. Once you put it on, you could actually take it and peel it off if you wanted to. So it does really well. But we're gonna try this one. Now I gotta look in my mirror, okay? I'll scoot it up for you. Now I used to put eyeliner on my bottom eyelid, but now that I'm older, I haven't done that. Somebody's calling. I'm trying to be quiet because Jim works nights and he's just in the other room. And my mom, sometimes when she gets up early, she goes back to sleep. I don't want to wake everybody up. But we have been having our living room turned into, or our family room turned into a bedroom for my mom. So we had construction. We had to have some people come in and construct a wall, build a wall. So that's just about done. So I'll have to show you guys the video of that. I'm hoping to get it, we're getting it all finished this weekend. We had to order a bed and stuff. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this back in here so I don't lose it. Because in my makeup bag, I'll lose it. If I can get it in there. Now it came out of there, it should go back in there, right? All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on, and I don't even know who this is by. Maybe it's CoverGirl. I've had this forever. Wet dry eyeshadow. So, and this is not the brush I usually use. So, oh well, because this has got brown on it too. But that's okay. No, I don't put enough on for you to see it. Don't think I'm going anywhere unless I go get my nails done. So now I do put a little bit of this on. This is Wet n Wild, and it's just I forget which one I'm looking at. Just sparkly shimmer highlights, and I just put it on of my eyes. I hope and pray everybody's doing well. I miss you guys. But with social anxiety, it's 1 minute you're good, you can do a lot, Next minute, nope. With my fibromyalgia, it's been so awful having COVID and fibromyalgia. It's awful. It put me down. I couldn't stand blankets on me or a sheet because the pain was so bad. This is one thing I hate doing, is putting mascara on. Putting mascara on is, as an artist's job. I usually have it underneath, above, all over the place. They need to make, I know they have magnetic lashes because I was selling them, but they need to make little inserts that go in here with lashes, and then you just go click. That's all you need to do. But anyway, now that I got my face on, I'm going to go dry my hair. I can't show you all the gray hair. Oh my gosh, look. Now some of it's blonde. Oh my gosh, look at all the gray hair. It's hard to see it. And the thin hair, I've got really, really thin hair, you guys. I used to have the thickest hair ever. My mom would take me and have it thinned out. Now it's so thin, it's ridiculous. That's what old age does to you. But I've had 11 surgeries, and they say the anesthesia causes it to thin out. And stress. My cardiologist says, no stress, no stress. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So anyway, I'm gonna go blow dry my hair. Thank you guys for listening and helping me. But anyways, have a great day, you guys, and please stay safe out there. Wear a mask and be kind to people. Right now is when everybody needs everybody to say some kind words, and be kind when you're out and about and not rude. And when you go out, please make sure you have time so you're not scrambling everywhere, bumping into everybody and being agitated because you're the one that's being late. All right, you guys, please take care and stay safe. Love you guys.